You evaluate financial models using standard reports like income statements, balance sheets, and cash flow statements. Typically, these standard reports display the time periods across the top in the columns and the accounts along the left side of the report in the rows. For more in-depth analysis, you can use custom reporting, a flexible reporting tool for financial statements and variance analyses. When you design a custom report, you set up the columns and rows to display the data you want to evaluate. For example, you compare data between scenarios, or you focus your report on more granular data. In custom reports, data is automatically linked on the account spreadsheet, helping you to dynamically report on data and analyze it in real time. You design a report by modifying an existing report or creating a new one. In this tutorial, we'll show you how to create a new report. I'll insert a new sheet for our report. When you create a report, consider if you have any common parameters and set those up first. In this report, I'll include account labels in column A. Select the column. Then select Assign Cell Attribute. In Account Attribute, select Label and apply that setting. No information is displayed just yet, but we will see something later when we set up more of the report. You can assign output to rows, columns, ranges, or individual cells. All of our data will be for 2024, so I'll select a range of cells on the grid to retrieve data for that year. In Assign Cell Attributes, I'll select Output and enter 2024. Next, I'll set up the rows. I'll add the sales account to row 9. I want to report on the accounts included in the gross profit calculation, such as sales and cost of goods sold. The label in column A for row 9 is displayed and reflects that row 9 will include sales information. Next, I'll set up the column labels. The data in column B represents the base scenario. However, since I did not define the other columns yet, they all include data for the base scenario. We want to compare gross profit within each of our scenarios, so I'll set up the other scenarios in the columns. I added the upside case and downside case scenarios, so now we have sales data for each scenario. Row 10 includes the discounts and returns account. Cell B10 includes the data for discounts and returns for the base scenario. You can continue to set up accounts for the report. I added the net sales, cost of goods sold, and gross profit accounts to the report. You can add calculations directly on the report. I want to calculate the variance of gross profit from the base gross profit value for each scenario. First, I will enter a label for the calculation. Let me adjust the column width. Then I will add a formula to cell C16. The other scenarios will include a formula in row 16 too. You can add text to describe your report. I'll also add a header row in the report to display the year. You create more visually appealing reports by formatting text and data. I'll format the data so that it has a currency symbol, a comma separator, and includes 2 decimal places. I'll bold the column and row headers. I'll also format the background for gross profit so that it is blue. I've completed the remaining formatting for this report. You can illustrate your analysis by including graphs. I'll add a graph to the report. I want to graph gross profit by scenario. I will modify the graph so that it includes only the gross profit information. Let's save our report. You can also change the sheet name for the report too. Your custom report is saved within your model. You can access that report on the web and review your gross profit report to analyze the gross profit by scenario. To learn more, visit docs.oracle.com.